Welcome back to Vision on TV, and here at the Adhocracy, it's hard to say, Adhocracy Festival, we have another interesting interview. And this one, I believe, is about something really weird, like having orchards in London. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. So my name's Karina Millstone. I'm the founder and chief executive of a small charity called the London Orchard Project. And as you say, it is indeed about orchards in London. So we're all about planting new fruit trees, harvesting existing ones, and training people to look after orchards in an urban setting in our capital city.
Okay, so are there many fruit trees in London? It's not a very green city, is it?
Actually, I kind of disagree, actually. There's a lot of green space in London. We started off our project planting new fruit trees, so we realised there were actually loads of fruit trees in people's back gardens and in parks and public spaces that were being unharvested. So now we're focusing both on identifying and harvesting the existing fruit trees and planting new ones. And I can tell you that just walking around the street, if you look into people's gardens, you will find some really old, mature trees that, the fruit just goes to waste, so we're keen to try and put that to good use.
Okay, it sounds like a really nice project. So how do you, if for example, if I'm walking down the street and I see a beautiful old apple tree just peeking over a fence, should I go and knock on their door, or what should I do?
Interesting. Well, actually, that's basically what we've done, and we've been really pleasantly surprised at how enthusiastic people are. If you knock on someone's door saying, "Oh, you've got a nice pear tree, can I come in and harvest?" To our surprise, most people have been very happy that people have done that. They'd rather see the fruit be redistributed and eaten rather than fall on their lawn. So my advice to you, indeed, if you do see a nice fruit tree, just to go ahead with it. We personally have projects in Hackney and Lambeth to do just that this year, so if you live in that area, you'd also be welcome to join in our harvesting efforts. But you also start your own, that'd be fine as well.
So, how would people get involved with your organisation?
Yeah, several ways. First thing would be to kind of check out our website to find out a bit more about us. So it's thelondonorchardproject.org. Bit of a mouthful. Don't forget the or Google it and we'll come on top, so that's okay. And basically there's kind of several ways. If you know a nice patch of land that could do with some fruit trees and you're maybe a member of a community group like a park user group or a residents association or something like that, you could get in touch with us and you could perhaps work with us. We could work with you to try and plant a new community orchards. Alternatively, if you have a fruit tree that's going unharvested, we could also help you harvest it. Or if you want to volunteer your time, that would be another way to get in touch.
So if people did get involved, get in touch, you would send them out to pick apples or pears, or in someone's garden? What would you do?
Well, yeah, they'd be welcome to do that. As I said, we're quite a small organisation, so we're quite targeted on Lambeth and Hackney this year. We'd be happy to support other people starting off their own groups in other areas. So yes, but that is what we would do in essence, and also help us out with juicing and jam making and so on.
That's the next question. What happens to all this fruit that's picked?
Yeah, well, at the moment, fruit comes all at once, as you perhaps know. So you kind of suddenly find yourself with loads of fruit and not entirely sure what to do with it. So we're kind of giving some out to volunteers. We're turning some into jams. We're doing some juicing as well, and we're taking it to kind of community events. So, for example, this weekend, some of my colleagues are at a festival, bringing it out to various community groups. We're also hoping to try and experiment redistributing it into kind of local schools and hospitals.
Okay, presumably there's a lot of red tape and bureaucracy nowadays dealing with food and especially with community groups. Are you facing any of that yet, or do you think you might face some in the future?
Yeah, we've been quite lucky so far that we haven't, but that's perhaps because we're still quite small and we're still at a stage where really it's about awareness raising, so we're kind of keen to give out fruits at tasting events and so on. I think if we expand and start trying to kind of maybe generate some income for sale of produce, that'll be more difficult, but we're not quite at that stage yet.
Okay. So can you tell us the web address again, how people can find out more?
So it's thelondonorchardproject.org. Yes, so www.thelondonorchardproject.org.
Okay, so... sounds fascinating. I've always, you see these fruits in people's gardens and quite often they just fall off the trees and rot. So I think it's a lovely project to have community groups to actually harvest them. Thank you very much.